Hello and welcome to Frankly Speaking, and tonight my guest is the one and only Sonu Nigam, the man who's extremely talented, the man who's never been shy of making his point of view known, the man who's raised several pertinent questions in the past and is currently also doing so. At a time when Bollywood is divided into two halves, this is the man who will hopefully give us an insight into what makes Bollywood tick and what really does divide Bollywood into two separate halves. Thank you very much for joining me, Sonu Nigam. It's a pleasure to have you once again on Frankly Speaking after a long time, and this time you're joining us from Dubai. Are you there just because of the COVID situation, or have you packed up your bags and gone there? Because from the recent vlogs that one has been seeing, ऐसा लगता है you are an angry young man.
Oh no, not at all, not at all, not at all. Not at all. If you see my vlogs, अगर आपने देखा हो तो it has always been, they have been always very, I've been requesting people to be a little kind, because in that particular vlog, the particular vlog that you're talking about, that raised a lot of storm in India and worldwide, it was my request with folded hands to people to be kind to each other, because there is no point crying for someone who has already gone. Because you can blame a lot of people, you can blame the environment, circumstances, you can miss the person who has died. But if I can point you out a worse situation, a worse mafia, which is prevalent right now at this moment, wouldn't you want, as a sensible person, to rectify it at this point rather than wait for somebody else to commit suicide? So that was my entire intent. I have not been really angry at all. It's only because I don't take names. And when someone takes my name, I need to put them into place. That's it.
So who took your name, and why were you so angry about your name being taken, and what was the context? Is there a history to it? Why don't you tell our viewers about why Sushant Singh Rajput's suicide, alleged suicide? Now many people are saying it wasn't a suicide, it was actually a murder. It's shaken up the conscience. You said let lying dogs lie, and at least try and reform from here on. What is it that you want reformed?
You actually said it right. We have to address the situation in the present rather than crying for later on. I am not from the acting industry. People who are from the acting industry are, doing perhaps what is needed, detoxifying. There is a mafia. I don't know how big it is in the film industry, because I don't really deal with them, frankly. I am aware of the music mafia. And to tell you the truth, and blatantly honestly, music mafia is way more severe, deadly, and ruthless than the film mafia. And for that, probably, if you assure a singer, a music composer and lyrics writers of not revealing their name, and you go to them and ask them if what Sonu Nigam has said is wrong, you will know the real truth.
What?
Everybody has come out and told me, thank you, God bless you, you're getting blessings from everybody, but they can't come out, you see, because I feel the more detached you get out of life and everything, I'm detached of my own self. So when you're detached, you don't fear anything. And I'm glad that I reached that stage in my life that I can stand and speak what is the honest truth. And everybody cannot do that. They all have their families to run, to work for. I understand that. But this had to be addressed. This had to be addressed. This had to be told and revealed to the world that there is a very, very big music mafia, and I can prove it time to time.
you have been supported by the likes of Adnan Sami and Monali Thakur, who've come out and supported your statements that there does exist a music mafia. First, before I get down to names and who's supporting you or not, I want to understand, what is it that you're saying? What does this mafia do? Does it really prevent people from coming up in the music industry, new singers, new talent? Because you yourself did not have any connections with the film world when you first became a singing sensation in 1991, but you had a godfather in Gulshan Kumar. So, many people will question, what is this mafia and how does this work, and why is it working against you now when you've prospered all these years?
Oh no, it's not. It's not personal at all. It is. I would be very naive if I bring out personal issues with people. When I spoke about the prevalent music mafia, it is because I am out of that rut already. I came at the right time. I came very early. When I was 18 years old, I was already struggling in Mumbai, and I got my first break from Usha Khanna ji, the legendary music composer. She introduced me to Amar Haldipur ji and Utpal ji, Amar Utpal, the music composers. It took me 1 year to meet Mr. Gulshan Kumar. At that point, T-Series was boycotted actually from the film industry. If you take the timeline from 91 when I came till 98, when 1 year after Gulshan Kumar ji died, they didn't have the mainstream films. It was Tips, it was Venus, it was Saregama. You can ask the music buffs and the people who follow music.
Oh yes, I know the antecedents in Chandni Chowk, how the Sasta cassettes and CDs started coming in, and that was why T-Series was not liked in the film industry.
Right. So, but I was brought up like a very honest and very bhakti bhav wala bacha. From especially my mother had put all this. So for me, anybody who has been kind to me, I would always touch their feet and stay honest with them. Gulshan Kumar ji never made any contract with me. He never asked me to do any contract. He only said, "आप ऐसा कर लें बस, आप हमारे वर्जन आप सिर्फ हमारे लिए गाएं. आप फिल्मों के गाने कहीं बाहर गा सकते हैं, उनके पास फिल्में थी नहीं. He didn't have films. So आप हमारे लिए वर्जन गाएं सिर्फ." मैंने एक बार वादा किया, and you can ask Mr. Ramesh Taurani. He's a proof. He had made me sing 2 songs in a day, Mehboob Studio, and in Mehboob Studio 2 songs, same, Jatin Lalit and one more. Anu Malik also, correct, 2 songs. And he said, "देखो बाबा, अभी तुमने देखा कि हमारा इतना अच्छा म्यूजिक में हम लोग इतना फिल्में कर रहे हैं, तुम T-Series के लिए वर्जन गाते हो, तुम हमारे लिए भी गाओ." And my reply to him was, "Sir, अगर मैं आज गुलशन कुमार जी के साथ में चीटिंग कर सकता हूँ, तो कल आपके साथ भी करूँगा, तो मुझसे बच के रहना." He was so happy and so actually he respected me for that. I said, "Sir, cheating nahi karunga. I have committed him. I can do film songs for other companies, but I will not sing versions for anybody else except T-Series." I lived up to my promise, and that's anybody from T-Series from those days.
So version songs are, the Mohammad Rafi, Kishore Kumar songs that you used to sing for T-Series.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my, and also, I did a lot of regional music with them, Kannada, Odia, Bangla, Assamese, bhajan, Muslim Naad and Hums and Mankhap, Gurbanis. I did a lot of work with them, and it was a nice time to practice. It was net practice for me, although it took me 6 years to get Sante Se Aate, which was a mainstream song, which didn't belong to T-Series, of course. But for that 5-6 years, I held my guns. I was honest to them. I stood by him. I did not get any film songs outside because I was not singing for anybody else. And that time, सबका time आता है, मेरा time नहीं आया था उस समय. So now let me tell you, in this country, unfortunately, it'll take us some time longer to get out of this feudalistic mindset. मैंने बनाया, हमने बनाया, तुम तो हमारी क्रिएशन हो, तुमको हमारे बाप ने बनाया, हमारे ससुर ने बनाया, तुम हो कौन? मतलब हमारे माँ बाप ने कोई योगदान नहीं दिया, हमें सब औरों ने बनाया. एक तरफ कोई बोलता है तुझे मैंने बनाया. Now I'll tell you without taking names of something, I have never told this to anybody, and I'll tell this. It is a very sad.
Everybody knows you're talking about Divya Khosla Kumar. She's been in a public spat with you on Twitter. So जब आप
मैं तो नहीं,
बाप ससुर की बात कर रहे हो,
I didn't react to, and let me give you a follow up for that. बहुत कमाल की चीज़ जो मैं बताने जा रहा हूँ. This is something which happened to me 2015, 5 years back. So I was already in the person that I am, well respected. People come and touch my feet, and people tell me, "अरे भैया आपसे सीखा ये किया वो किया," and that space. And I'm coming from an interview, Anupam Kher ji का interview था, I remember. He stopped the interview, he said, "सोनू मैं एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ. कभी कभी इंसान इंटरव्यू करते हुए कुछ सीखता है, मैं तुमसे सीखा हूं." इतनी बड़ी बात ही told me, and I was very happy that I was in such a positive state of mind, very happy. Amar Singh had invited me for his birthday, and there was this, again I won't take names. So Amar Singh told him that sir, ये दादा ये जो है ना सोनू निगम, he praised me like how he said he's a brave man, he's दोस्तों का दोस्त है, बुरे वक्त का भी साथी है. He said all that to me, and that person looked at me, he said, "He is our creation, and he should acknowledge it more often in public." And I was not ready for this. And I said, "Sir, I don't know what your expectations are, but I have always said that, I'm because of my musical program." Expectations? Who are you? He lost it. Who are you? Then he said
कृष्ण
something
कुमार
which
की बात कर रहे हैं?
नहीं, मैं नाम नहीं ले सकता आपको. वो कहते हैं, he used this word, let me tell you. तुम्हारी वक़्त क्या है? वक़्त मतलब औकात. तुम्हारी औकात क्या है? And publicly he's telling me all this. And मन तो किया था कि मैं भी 2-4 बातें बोल दूं, क्योंकि दिल्ली का हूं, गाली तो मुझे भी आती है. मन तो किया, लेकिन मैंने said, "सोनू, तेरी माँ बहुत दुखी होगी ऊपर अगर if you speak anything wrong to a person who's your father's age. Don't do that." And I just kept quiet. I just left the place, and I'm very sad. I went to my sister, I remember. I was literally कि ऐसे कोई कैसे कर सकता है किसी के साथ में, और वो भी मेरे साथ में जो already famous is, just because you're older to me, just because I have the decency to stay quiet and not retort in a way that anybody else would do. कि तेरी ऐसी की तैसी. Anybody could have done that. So I'm telling you, the feudalistic mindset is so prevalent in this country that हमारे किसी ने तुमको काम दिया तो अब हमारा आदमी खून भी कर देगा तो तू बात नहीं करेगा उसके बारे में, क्योंकि तुझे तो हमने पैदा किया. हमारे माँ बाप ने तो पैदा नहीं किया हमको. My parents didn't give birth to me. They didn't create me. I have been created by everybody else. The composer, the music company owner, the TV channel owner, सब ने मुझे create कर दिया. But हमारे माँ बाप का कोई योगदान नहीं है हमें. ये feudalistic mindset है जिसके बारे में अभी बात हो रही है. And I'm glad that people are doing this. There are people who are ferociously doing it. There should be no negativity, but there should be cleansing, and people should be scared of insulting anybody else. किसी पे चप्पल फेंक देना, किसी, ये ठीक बात कहाँ है भाई? ये कैसे कर सकते हैं आप किसी के साथ में?
Are you saying that there are a few people who control the music industry? They control the talent that comes in. They control who can make it big, who cannot. Isn't it the audiences who decide that? Are there people inside the industry who can control that?
Acha, good. I'm so glad that you're asking the correct questions, so I can give you the relatability of what I always say. See, they first of all tell the producers and directors that if you have worked with a certain composer, we don't want your songs. We will give you the song. We will give the song composed by our composer, our singer, and our lyrics writer, whatever. ठीक है. Okay, people want to work with their set of people, that's fine. Raj Kapoor ji wanted to work with Shankar Jaikishan ji, that's fine, I understand. But if somebody else wants to work with somebody, why would you intervene in between? Like before all this was happening, in the 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s, who was the ruling company? HMV. Now it's called Saregama. HMV was the ruling company. Would HMV ever say that Mukesh हमारा artist नहीं है भाई, मोहम्मद रफी से गाना गवाओ? अरे मोहम्मद रफी अपना artist नहीं है, किशोर कुमार से गाना गवाओ. Why will a music company decide कि लता मंगेशकर, आशा भोसले आजकल बहुत अकड़ते हैं यार, चलो हम लोग हेमलता जी से गाना गवाते हैं. अच्छे सब हैं, but who should be given the discretion to make the decision? The creative people, the composers, the lyrics writer. There is a composer who called me 3 months back. No, he called me 6 months back because I was in India at that point. He called me and said, "दादा, गाना करना है आपके साथ में, पर एक प्रॉब्लम है जरा. वो गाने का पक्का नहीं पता कि वो मुझे तो आपकी आवाज में चाहिए, बट म्यूजिक कंपनी बोल सकती है कि किसी और की आवाज में गवाना." मैंने बोला, माफ कर भैया, नहीं करना काम मुझे यार. I don't need to subject myself to this at this stage of my career. नहीं करना ही नहीं है. And he's a very famous composer, and he knows I'm talking about him. So his name starts from A. वो भी बताता हूँ मैं आपको. So इस तरह की चीजें होती हैं, तो ये माफिया नहीं है तो क्या है? And then, as you said, public decides. आप जब रेडियो स्टेशंस नहीं आए थे, तो आप when you used to travel in your cars, you would pick up your favorite cassettes. अगर आपको मेहंदी हसन पसंद है suppose, या आपको लगता है कि मुझे कुमार शानू बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं, you will go and pick up, you'll buy Kumar Sanu cassettes or hits of Kumar Sanu or Udit Narayan or anybody, Bhimsen Joshi. You will put those cassettes or CDs later on in your cars to play that music. So it's your choice. Now there are no CDs sale. Cassettes are not sold. Where do you get music from? Radio channels. Radio channels, for your information, are controlled by the music companies. They tell them what to play, how much to play, and what not to play. That's the key too. So where do you have the power? Where does the audience have the power to make that decision? आपको एक गाना लगे कि क्या गाना है यार, दारू, वोडका, I don't like this music. Second time you'll hear it the next station. Third time you'll hear it in the fourth station, and you kind of start liking that song. यार whatever song, यार गाना तो अच्छा है यार. It's a good beat, यार. It's dancing, we're dancing, we're enjoying yourselves. So this is the dilemma this music industry has been going through, which was not the case 10 years back. People are allowed to make their choices. If somebody wants to work with Salim Sulaiman, they would be allowed to work with Salim Sulaiman. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि नहीं गाने हम देंगे सर आपको, और अगर आपने ये गाना हमारा नहीं लिया तो हम आपको गाना बजाएंगे नहीं, प्रमोट नहीं करेंगे फिल्म आपकी, तो आप फंस गए. Music composers, lyrics writers are at the mercy of the music company, and now directors and producers who are not of the top-notch level also are at the mercy of the music companies. ठीक है, अगर आपको लगता सही है तो सही है, मेरे हिसाब से तो wrong है. Monopolistic and restrictive
So who are
policies
these big music companies who decide? We even have some multinationals coming in. You think all that is also programmed? Who are these big music companies that you are talking about? Tell me the names of these music companies that are so big that nobody can work. I'm sure they're not one or two. तो इनके तो नाम बता दीजिए ताकि लोगों को समझ आए कि इंडस्ट्री की.
मैं समझ सकता हूँ आप जो कह रही हैं रेखा जी, लेकिन मेरा अपने आप से प्रॉमिस है कि मैं ये नाम ले करना फिर इंसान छोटा हो जाता है. मैं नाम नहीं लेना चाहता, मैं सिर्फ आपको एनवायरनमेंट बता रहा हूँ. जो समझदार लोग हैं, they will understand what I'm talking about, and I think everybody knows who I'm talking about. Again, there is a certain amount of affinity in my heart for anyone who has been connected with me through my past, as long as they're not mudslinging at me. I am making the world aware of a scenario that is wrong. It's not just wrong, ये पाप भी है. To take some work from somebody who's deserving, isn't it a sin? It is not just malpractices. It is sin to take away. किसी को ऐसे ले आओ कि यार अभी मेरे पास काम ही नहीं. मतलब
I want, when you're talking about vodka and, songs like that, थोड़ा सा hint तो आदमी को मिलता ही है. तो मैं पूछना चाहती हूँ कि मीका साहब reacted to your spat with the Gulshan Kumar family, and he said आप और भूषण कुमार तो boyfriend girlfriend जैसे हैं. So what is this relationship that exists? Is this a nebulous relationship where your family and भाई बहनों में भी लड़ाई हो जाती है, तो कल you'll kiss and make up, आज आप लड़ रहे हो, it's just for the sake of publicity. That's the kind of sense that some people are trying to give.
आपने बुर्ज खलीफा का नाम सुना हुआ है?
सुना है
जी. वर्ल्ड की सबसे ऊंची बिल्डिंग है, करेक्ट? दुबई में है. जो इस बिल्डिंग के ऊपरी फ्लोर में रहते हैं ना, ऊपर के मालों में रहते हैं, उन्हें नीचे के ट्रैफिक की भी आवाज नहीं आती. कुत्तों के भौंकने तो बहुत दूर की बात है. तो समझ आइए आप. कोई किसी पे भी कमेंट करे ये माफिया का ही, तो ये तो प्रूफ है ना. कौन से सिंगर पड़े हुए हैं जो इतना कमाल गाते हैं, और ये भाई सब कमेंट कर रहे हैं. यही तो मैं बोल रहा हूं. दिस इज द पावरफुल आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट. Tell me one knowledgeable musician who will say that this particular person is deserving of the success he's getting. But this is what I'm talking about. To put mediocre people in the forefront to fight for something that is completely insane and wrong and ruthless, and keeping the people who are deserving in the alley.
So Sonu Nigam, let me ask you, this question, after your vlog and when you raised this issue, this question was asked to some of the newcomers who have tended to not agree with you. People like Amal Malik, Suchet Tandon, Juhin Nautiyal, Rochak Kohli, Manoj Muntasir, Rashmi Viral. They say कि नया talent है और अगर talent है, लोग पसंद करते हैं, the audiences like them, they become hits. When Sonu Nigam is saying this, then maybe he's had a bad experience. Maybe they haven't said it, but I'm saying that somebody might say that you're past your peak, which is why you're finding things wrong with the film industry. After all, the same film industry gave you the kind of fame and adulation that you got.
ठीक है, वो बिल्कुल, अरे वो जो कह रहे हैं सही कह रहे हैं. I have passed my peak. I'm an old man. I'm in my 60s and 70s. I've gone beyond judgment of the music also. I'm speaking like this because I'm senile. But let me tell you something. सत्य, truth में एक बहुत कमाल की power होती है. When you're speaking the truth, anybody who tries to defy the truth actually supports your truth. All the names that you've taken. All the names that you've taken, they have one thing common about them. Guess what? The music company. So what does one do over that? All the names that you've taken, they have one thing common about them. This is what I'm saying. When you're on the side of truth, you don't have to do anything. They will help you. They will second your truth. They will support your truth. They will endorse. They will end up endorsing your truth. This is something so, heartening about truth, and I'm learning every day, and that is also making me a better person to never really be dishonest to my own self.
Now there are two debates that are going on. You're talking about a mafia controlling. There is another debate about nepotism as far as the film industry is concerned. Film industry में on the screen, अगर आप my good friend and late ऋषि कपूर के बेटे हैं, तो क्या आपका सक्सेस गारंटीड है? और अगर आप किसी के बेटे नहीं हैं, सुशांत सिंह राजपूत की तरह हैं, पटना से आए हैं, तो आपका सक्सेस गारंटीड नहीं है. I don't see it like that. Sushant Singh Rajput got the audience's adulation, and Ranbir Kapoor gets it when he does a great film. Or talk of the other star kids, Hrithik Roshan or a Sonam Kapoor, or talk about the Kareena Kapoors, Saif Ali Khan. They don't get noticed only because they're star kids. If they don't perform, the audiences are very, very discerning on what they like and what they don't. So ये क्या nepotism है, क्या माफिया है?
आपका क्वेश्चन जायज है, और ऑनेस्टली मैं कहूँगा, इतनी तो मुझ में समझ है और मैच्योरिटी है और इतनी ह्यूमिलिटी है कि मेरी जगह नहीं है इसके बारे में ज़्यादा बोलने की. इसीलिए I will not get so indulged into this question and try to prove that I know everything. I'll tell you something which I just feel from the bottom of my heart. Nepotism definitely होगा, जरूर होगा. म्यूजिक में नहीं है, लेकिन म्यूजिक में पावर प्ले चलता है ज़्यादा. ओके, म्यूजिक में नेपोटिज्म नहीं है. एक दो केसेस में देखते हैं कि कोई है भाई, उसकी बहन है या उसका भाई है, उसका वो है, तो वो उसके साथ में काम करेगा. दैट इज अंडरस्टैंडेबल ऑल्सो, बिकॉज यू ऑल लव योर फैमिली, थोड़ा बहुत चलता है. बट पावर प्ले म्यूजिक में है. As far as the film industry is concerned, I understand completely. Nepotism will get them initial work, but then obviously they have to prove their worth. They have to be likable. They have to be talented. वो मैं समझ सकता हूँ. क्या हो रहा है? I truly believe in the oneness of the existence. अद्वैत में मैं मानता हूँ. It's like a digestion process going on. मुंह ने खाया, पेट ने पचाया, and intestines ने निकाला. ओके, जब डाइजेशन खराब होती है तो इस तरह की चीजें होती है. द डाइजेशन इस समय थोड़ी खराब हुई पड़ी है. देयर इज कि हम करेंगे, हमारी टीम, हमारे लोग, हमारा कैंप, ऐसा है. कहा जा रहा है तो गलत नहीं कहा जा रहा. Sometimes you need very bitter medicines to cure your diseases, and some people are administering that. So, ठीक है, they have their own, of course, stories to tell, and I respect them too. I also respect the people who are bearing the brunt of this debate, and I do not like people calling other people names, and I don't feel good that people should be इसकी boycott करो film, इसकी हटाओ film, ये इसकी बेटी है, ये उसकी मैं उसके भी खिलाफ हूँ. खिलाफ in the sense मैं उसके पक्ष में नहीं हूँ. We have to still be a little kind. Let's not become the same ruthless people as they probably are seemingly blamed to be. We have to cure this disease, not make it worse. So, अब जो हो रहा है ठीक है, but henceforth we need to be a little mild, little kind, and now also pray for the.
Well, kindness, I don't know when business that films do run into 100, 200, 300, 400 crores. I don't know, whether kindness comes into that business equation. But I want to ask you, do stars have a hold over their producers? Because many stars are producers themselves. So stars/producers, do they dictate about who can be part of which camp, which includes other stars, other actors, music directors, companies who make these music, singers who come forward? Is this all decided also at one level or the other, not just by these music companies, but also by the bigger stars and the bigger production houses?
Can I tell you the honest reality of this entire scenario? It is not about a fraternity. It is not about star or music company or a composer or lyrics writer or a producer or an actress. It is about whoever holds the power in their hand. There are projects where the star is not as powerful as the producer. So he holds the power to take the decision.
You're talking about financiers.
Producers are like the studio who make the project. Directors also some. So it all depends who is the power wielder in that particular project. So there are stars who hold the power. Some use it positively, some use it negatively. Some people like to be nice to people and create goodwill, because मैं हमेशा सोचता हूँ कि तुम जहाँ से जिस रास्ते से ऊपर जा रहे हो, जब तुम उतरोगे तो तुमको वही लोग मिलने वाले हैं. Be nice to people. And yes, there are some stars who are very kind, and there's some people who don't even intervene. तो जो करना है करो यार, ऐसा भी होता है. कुछ लोग ऐसे भी मलंग होते हैं.
अब इस वक्त एक दौर चल रहा है, and this whole at this moment the atmosphere in the film industry is Kangana Ranaut, now a big star, but at one time an outsider. Insider outsider pe debate hai. She's come out and a successful star, by her own right, with the kind of performances she's done. She's come out and made this whole thing about how Sushant Singh Rajput, who she says that she's never met, but she knows that he was under pressure. She knows the way the system works. The system worked against her as well. Where does this insider-outsider debate really exist in Bollywood as far as the stars are concerned, and then in the music industry?
See, first of all, मैं कंगना से मिला तो हूँ नहीं. एक बार मिला हूँ. हम लोग कहीं पर एक या दो बार मिले कहीं पर. Much younger to me, but I have a lot of respect for her, because I think it takes a lot of clarity of mind to take a bold stance like she has been doing for the last 4 to 5 years. And having said that, I am only supposed to believe what she has narrated about her. अगर उन्होंने कहा है कि उन पे चप्पल फेंकी गई है, तो फेंकी गई होगी भाई. तो फिर are we limiting the discussion to insider outsider, or are we talking about people taking advantage of their powerful positions? The people who could be wrong for her may mean nothing to me. I have probably had no experiences, even though I've been working for them for the last 25, 30 years. But I might have had none such experience with those people. But if she is saying that they have done something to her which is as ugly as this, it is up to us to believe her or not to believe her. I choose to believe her, honestly, because I don't think people are so crazy that people will make up stories like that. I think the discussion and debate is about people, that simple thing that looks very sugar-coated for me. But the fact is, all this is happening. Maybe Kangana is trying to tell people that you have to be kind to each other. You have to be more receptive
But
to other people's existence.
she has made the
individuality.
charge that this was a systematic way of driving people up the wall. Now, those people could be people who've not had success. Those people may be people who've come from outside and probably not well versed with the systems that operate. Is there a system that actually drives people up the wall, Sonu Nigam? You've been part of this industry since 1991. Tell us your experience. Maybe youngsters will learn from this.
मैं तो आपको अपने किस्से बता सकता हूँ।
नहीं, पर आपने देखा है, सुना है, आप वहाँ रहते हैं।
आपको मेरे किस्से नहीं सुनने के? सुनने हैं ना? मेरे किस्से बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग होते हैं ना, इसलिए तो मेरे जो होते हैं वो सच होते हैं। सुनने हैं ना मेरे किस्से आपको?
अच्छा, तो आप कह रहे हैं किसी और की बात नहीं करेंगे?
हाँ, नहीं, मैं अपनी आप किसी और की बात कर रहे हैं।
आपके साथ ऐसा हुआ है? आपके साथ ऐसा हुआ है?
I'm gonna give you references from my life, correct? कि how even at the stage that I am, if somebody can do this to me, तो फिर तो जो कह रहे हैं वो तो सच ही होगा ना, क्योंकि फ्यूडलिस्टिक माइंडसेट तो है ही भैया, इंडस्ट्री में हमारे है। जिस सो कॉल्ड बॉलीवुड तो नाम ही एकदम गंदा है एक्चुअली, बट इंडस्ट्री जो है, फिल्म इंडस्ट्री, म्यूजिक इंडस्ट्री, इसमें फ्यूडलिस्टिक माइंडसेट है। So 2 years back, no, last 2 years back, I was doing a tour in America and Canada with a female singer. Belonging to a particular company, and I have had no duet with her ever in films or in any private music. So the promoter over there, he said, "Sir, अगर आप उनके साथ में आ ही रहे तो फिर why don't you guys do one single? I'll promote it over here, and it'll be nice to have both of you. It'll help the concert. People do things like that. I have sung songs with Shreya, but we've never done. I've done songs with Sunidhi Chauhan, with Lata ji and Asha ji. So when I sing with them, it makes sense. You understand? But it happened so that when I was going with that girl, I had no song with her. So he told her, and she told her brother, and the brother called me up and said, "Sir, माफी चाहेंगे, कंपनी ने मना कर दिया। आप सोनू निगम के साथ में गाना नहीं कर सकते, पर आप बोलना मत कि मैंने बोला है." Then I go and tell the person who's my friend and related to the person. I said, ऐसा ऐसे कर रहे हैं, नहीं वो कर रहे हैं, वो बोल रहे हैं। तो ये गेम चल रही है। अरे कोई बच्चा क्यों बोलेगा कि मुझे सोनू निगम के साथ में गाना नहीं गाना? They have grown up on my music and they are getting to perform with me in America and Canada. Why will they refuse to do a single with me? But the music company is, why do you have to do a song? So he's not our artist. We'll do a song with this people and this person, that person. If they can do this to me now at this point, if I were a newcomer, wouldn't they have pushed me against the wall? ये क्या यार? मतलब you are deciding who should work with me or not. So ये है.
So Sonu Nigam, when you've started off with this online concert affair, does that mean that you've cut your ties with the film industry and you're going to concentrate? Have you moved to Dubai for good? Are you coming back? Are you part of because there are people, Anubhav Sinha, who's come out and said he's quitting Bollywood. Hansal Mehta has said he's quitting Bollywood. Sudhir Mishra has said nothing to do with Bollywood. Are you in that phase?
No, Anubhav ऐसे कहा क्या? Anubhav. In fact, Anubhav was one of the people who actually doesn't agree with me. But in this case, he said that Sonu Nigam is saying the truth. This is the absolute truth. What he's saying is right. So I'm just, Anubhav ने ऐसे कहा, मुझे पता नहीं है. I haven't been in touch with him. My thing is, I have been always, I came to Mumbai to become a singer, and I had this killer instinct to become a singer. I wanted to make a name for myself. I wanted to be famous. I wanted to make some money. We were from a middle class family. And I did a good job. God was very kind. God is very kind.
You are.
In 2003, thank you. In 2003, something changed in me. I just found something which I had never seen. So it just changed my being. And from then, the new Sonu started.
What is it in 2003?
I understood something about life which people do not understand about. I found something in my life, and I was just, this is the truth. This is the
What
universal
is
truth,
that
and
truth? Share it with the audiences who've loved you.
I just, such ना बोल नहीं सकते, सच बोल दिया तो झूठ हो जाता है. But I'll try to give you one liner of what I feel. I feel, I got to know, not feel, I know that there is no other. The same spirit is listening, doing my interview from Navika, and the same spirit is talking to. ये मैं समझ गया थोड़ा सा. So then then you don't start. Then everything falls apart. Your goals, your ambitions, your aggression, your desires for, being a man. I used to have lots of relationships at that point, and I enjoyed my time and everything. But when you get to know something as drastic as this, everything falls apart. And it took me years and years. Gradually, it just started disintegrating. And so I wanted to shift to America in 2009, and I got the green card. My wife got the green card. My son was born over there. So I have been in that space a lot. So recently, my son said that I wanted to study somewhere abroad. And abroad, closest was Dubai. So we got him admitted in a Swiss international school over here. Little did we know that something like this is going to happen, and I'll be having to stay in Dubai for 4.5 months. So, in fact, I got late because we are moving to a new house tomorrow. So we were busy in that preparations. But of course, India is my house.
So
India is my mandir.
were you escaping from the pressures? What you call realization, is it that you had made enough money and now you could opt out? Is that your way of releasing the pressure you felt, which probably Sushant Singh Rajput couldn't handle? Was it mental pressure? Was it real pressure from other people?
आपने एक अच्छी बात कही. Have you made money enough? Enough मैंने खुद decide कर लिया. एक time ऐसा गया. People wait till their death to decide what is enough for them. मेरा enough मैंने decide कर लिया 2003 में. कि तुझे, I used to go to Siddhivinayak temple, and my mother taught me all these things. I was religious at that point, and my mother taught me to go to Sayyid Abdullah Bhuri Shah Baba's dargah in Nizamuddin in Delhi. So we've done all that. I would go to Candelaria Church when I was in Spain. So मैं सब करता था. Then I found that there is something more in life, and I promised myself that I'm not going to reduce my life into a pseudo word like legacy. Legacy is the biggest fallacy. It's the biggest hoax that human or artists live for. I do not believe in legacy. I believe in living my life as a happy Sonu Nigam. I don't believe in legacy, and that's
so. There are a couple of questions I want to ask you. 2003, you talk about. 2003 was the year when Kal Ho Na Ho came, and you had that very.
4 में आया था, I think, if I'm not wrong.
Release हुआ होगा. पर आप काम तो
2005 में मुझे I got national award for that, my first and last national award. So I remember. So आप ठीक बोल रहे हैं, बोलिए.
Did it have anything to do with the fame you got after हर घड़ी बदल रही है रूप जिंदगी?
ये उसके पहले की घटना है जो हुआ था मेरे साथ में. एक दिन मैं ऐसे ही बैठा होता तो मुझे सडनली मेरी आंखों से आंसू आने शुरू हो गए, and I just looked around me कि मैं क्यों रो रहा हूँ. So it happened before that, and I told my family and friends also.
So let me also ask you, there have been charges that have been made against you कि भूषण कुमार ने एक वीडियो कहा था जिसमें आप प्रोटेक्शन दिलवाने वाले थे उनकी फैमिली को, और तो ये आपका
नाम अबू सलीम, नाम था अबू सलीम जो मैंने कहा था.
अच्छा,
देखिए जो मैंने कहा व्लॉग में वो मैंने कहा व्लॉग में. And you have to just grant me that much of intelligence that I will never claim anything for which I don't have a backup or explanation. Or if I have no defense. I have a proper backup, a proper defense for it, and a proper explanation. When asked, it will be given, not on this forum.
But as an admirer of Sonu Nigam, as a fan, as a journalist, I want to ask you, what is your connection with the people who have connections with the, terrorism?
See, life is not so simple. There are many layers to life. There are a lot of layers to life.
So you're not denying that you have links with them?
Not at all. Not at all. I'm not denying. And the thing is, let me tell you, मेरे पास मैं जिन concerned लोगों से जो इसके लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल है उनसे मैं ऑलरेडी बात कर चुका हूँ बहुत पहले,
कर चुके हैं।
आज से 20 साल पहले बात कर चुका हूँ। ये सब बात क्लियर है, तभी मैं बोल पा रहा हूँ, समझे?
तो
इतना काफी है
आजकल
आपके लिए?
आपकी रीसेंट कुछ पिक्चर्स आई हैं और वो पिक्चर्स हैं with people like people that the government has now sort of blacklisted, Rehan Siddiqui and company. These are anti-India. On the one side, you're seen as a right-winger, very free with your views.
I'm not right winger at all. I'm in the center. Okay. I do not appreciate people calling me right winger, left winger, because you can be in the center somewhere. I'm in the middle. I don't appreciate.
Okay, but do you like associating yourself with people who have an anti-India position, because these people have made statements against India, the situation in Kashmir, they support terrorism, they call the Indian army as an occupier. Tony Ashai and this gentleman, Mr. Siddiqui, these people have, not Tony Ashai, but Siddiqui has been banned, and he has his Indian counterparts also who've been banned, but there are pictures of yours with them. Is making money, doing concerts with them above your patriotism for your country?
The thing is, you have got to know about Tony Ashai now, 3 days back, right? I have known him from 2006. We had toured together, and Talat Aziz ji was the promoter of the Indian partner of those people. Tony Ashai has been like a friend to me. I do not know because I don't go on Twitter. I don't go on social media to check who's writing what. It came as a revelation to me 2 days back that this is all that he has been writing about India, and he had this name Indian American. Then somebody pointed out to him, so he started writing Kashmiri American. Okay, now look at the irony of situation. Atif Aslam, he had a very nice experience with him when we were touring in America. This is about before all these things started between India and Pakistan. Okay, now I cry on television. Atif Aslam messages me, "Bhai, I understand the pain of losing your mother." Ye hai, okay. Now, when you banned Pakistani artist from being in India, he went on Twitter and he ranted about India. Okay, openly he said, "I'm against India." He said that. Have you guys stopped playing his song on the radios? Please tell me. Have you guys done that? If you have done that, I am going to fold my hands and say sorry. Have you asked the radio stations?
आप क्या कह रहे हैं? Should we call them all back? Should we call them back?
मैं कह रहा हूँ ये डबल गेम नहीं खेल सकते आप ना. आप जो हो गया वो यहाँ पे कर रहे हैं. If there is a person whom I have known on a personal level who never showed that trait to me, how can you hold me responsible or Shah Rukh Khan responsible for that? He did not. We didn't do any alliance with him in terms of for anti-India. We know hundreds of people who have anti-India stands. You must be knowing so many, maybe in Singapore or in America or in England, there are people who have anti-India stand. We Indians have anti-Pakistan stand. But when we go abroad, you're working with people from various countries, from various nations. You cannot implement Indian law on US soil. Why are you putting Rocky and Darshan, the promoters who have worked with Rehan Siddiqui, why have you banned them? What is the proof? ये जो boycott, banning, ये जो चीज़ है ना, yeah, I don't appreciate that thing. You first bring me the proof. What have they done? You're talking about the Indian counterparts. I'm telling you the name of them.
So you're saying calling the Indian army as an occupational force in Kashmir
no, Navika ji,
is correct. हमें उनके साथ भाईचारा निभाना चाहिए. We should be friends. We should do business together. Because money is a bigger uniter than your dharti, your soil, your country.
No, I don't. First of all, let me tell you, I don't believe in patriotism, and I don't believe in religion, first of all. For me, I am a human being first, okay? Patriotism is the biggest ego, and religion is also a very big ego. So I don't believe in all that. First of all, I am an Indian. I have always been on the side of India. I have openly supported Modi. I love Yogi Adityanath. I love Amit Shah. I mean, people over here who are working, the composers and the music and the film directors, उनके लिए word क्या use करते हैं? हमारे इंडिया के लोग नीच. जाइए, मैं किसकी बात कर रहा हूँ? मैं नाम ले लूँगा आपको. ये दो लोग, एक composer है और एक फिल्म डायरेक्टर उसने यूज किया है। ऐसा नीच गृह मंत्री आज तक कभी नहीं आया। ये देशभक्त है क्योंकि ये देश को गाली नहीं दे रहे, पर ये देश के जो चला रहे हैं उनको गाली दे रहे हैं। नीच वो नीच। लेट्स बी फेयर। My country is my country first. I understand that, but that doesn't mean I have to hate every country. I don't have to hate every country. The people who have opinions against my country, अब हमें मालूम पड़ गया, अब हम नहीं काम करेंगे, उसका गारंटी मैं कैसे ले सकता हूं कि वो आगे क्या करने वाला है?
So you're saying आज के बाद, now that you know these public stand of these people, now you will not engage with them. I'm all right. I'm all right about the past because you're right. You don't go to their site. But now the atmosphere since last 1 year has been such that these people have come out even more vociferously against Kashmir and against India. Now that you know their position, will you publicly say you will not associate with them, not do business with them?
हमको कोई एफर्ट ही नहीं करना पड़ेगा नबिका जी। I think people sensible. मैं हमेशा कह चुका हूँ, if you are sensible, you should not be told what to do. The people should not say dictate. तूने क्यों किया? ये क्या होता है? ये फिर वही बात हो जाती है, feudalistic बात। जिसके पास अगर किसी के पास लिखने की पावर आ गई, तो वो फिर ये बोल रहे हैं। You must understand, we are sensible people. We will not put our face in shame working with people who are so notorious in our country. But पहले की बात के लिए आप शाहरुख खान को गाली कैसे दे सकते हैं भाई?
नहीं, गाली कौन दे रहा है? We are saying we are giving the benefit of doubt, but we are saying that will you publicly denounce your ties henceforth? That इतना तो पूछना बनता है।
तो आपको मैंने कह दिया ना, of course but the thing is, I'm absolutely against us tainting Rocky and Darshan as anti-Indians. No, I know them from the last 27 years. They are the loveliest people that I know. You cannot taint them as anti-Indians without any proof. Give me the proof, then I'll tell you. क्या proof है? They are making.
That's a letter written by the Minister of State for Home Affairs. I think the onus is on him to give you the proof. Before I let you go, I want to ask you, Sonu Nigam, once more. You
एक क्वेश्चन भी लीजिए। इतने controversies निकाल दी आपने आज।
नहीं, मैं आपसे बस एक चीज पर फिर से पूछ। अब मेरा कोई इंटेंशन नहीं था एंड हम दिल की बातें कर रहे थे। दिल की बातों में जो लोग दिल से बात करते, मैंने भी दिल से बात की, मैंने सवाल पूछे, मैंने कोई कागज नहीं देखा, कुछ नहीं देखा। जो जैसे बात चलती रही, डेवलप होती रही, मैं आपसे बातचीत करती रही, आप बोलते गए, मैं सुनती गई, मैंने कुछ सवाल पूछे। और मैं एक चीज मुझे थोड़ा सा क्यूरियस कर रही है, क्योंकि मैं जर्नलिस्ट भी हूँ। ये अबू सलेम वाली बात मेरे जहन में अभी तक पूरी आ नहीं रही। ये अबू सलेम से क्या रिलेशनशिप था? हाउ डू यू नो दैट?
छोड़ दीजिए, कोई बात नहीं।
एज अ फैन जानना चाहूंगी, पर आप कह रहे हैं कि
जानता हूं, और जिसको बताना है मैंने बता चुका हूं। ठीक है, जिसको बताना है वो बता चुका हूं मैं।
When was this? कब बता चुके हैं?
20 साल पहले।
उसके बाद किसी ने कुछ पूछा नहीं?
क्यों पूछेंगे? सब जर्नलिस्ट थोड़ी एक ही बात को बार-बार पूछेंगे। इस बात को हम एड्रेस कर चुके हैं, तो आप छोड़िए इस बात को ना। Let's move on. We've spoken about this.
So when does India get Sonu Nigam back? What are the next projects that you're working on?
I just sang a beautiful song day before yesterday over here for Mithun, composer. One of the best songs I've ever sung. What nicely he's written and composed.
Better than Agnipath?
उसी लेवल का है। बेटर तो क्या होता है, हर चीज अपनी जगह होती है। But it's a nice song. Then I'm doing lots of work from here. This is in fact my studio. This is my microphone. See, and I sit over here and I make my music.
So then when you have your microphone, दो मेरी फरमाइशें और एक आपका जो लेटेस्ट सॉन्ग। मेरी कल होना हो की फरमाइश है और अग्निपथ की फरमाइश है, और बाकी जो आपने लेटेस्ट गाया, if you can sing that for us.
नहीं कर सकते वो, it has to be released first, so मैं आपको बताता हूँ। अब है सामने, इसे छोड़ो जरा, मर जाऊं या जी लूं जरा, खुशियां चूम लूं या रो लूं जरा, मर जाऊं या जी लूं जरा, हर घड़ी बदल रही है रूप जिंदगी, छाँव है कभी कभी है धूप जिंदगी, हर पल यहाँ जी भर जियो, जो है समा कल हो न हो। Thank you.
अमेजिंग अमेजिंग, माय ऑल टाइम फेवरेट्स। एक सवाल पूछना चाहूँगी। आजकल कुछ लोग ये भी कहते हैं कि देर आर सिंगर्स हु कम इन who through technology you can correct their sur, their ताल, their voice. ऐसा होता है? Can this be done through the technology that exists today, which is why maybe talent is not so important?
जी बहुत कुछ हो सकता है अब तो अगर आप किसी बच्चे को भी आप रो रहा है बच्चा, रो रहा है, इसको आप सुर में कर सकते हैं, आप ऐसा भी कर सकते हैं। बच्चे के रोने को आप सुर में कर सकते हैं। अगर आप देख रही हैं कि यहाँ पे बहुत सारे एक्टर्स गाने गा रहे हैं, तो आपको आपका आंसर पता है। बड़ी अच्छी बात है। मैं ये बोलता हूँ कि टेक्नोलॉजी आई है, लोगों को एंजॉय करने दीजिए, क्योंकि हर इंसान को सिंगर बनने का शौक है, लगता है सबको। मुझे याद है अक्षय कुमार ने मुझे बड़े प्यार से कहा था, हम लोग 99 में थे, वी वर डूइंग अमेरिकन टूर, एंड ही सेड, यार तू जो कर रहा है ना, मेरी बहुत दिल की इच्छा है, काश मैं कर सकता। तो मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगा। यू नो, he loved my profession, and you know, now with the technology everybody can sing. I understand people are getting happiness out of it, and let them get happiness. I have nothing against it.
Well, Sonu Nigam, what next for you?
Nothing. One day at a time. No plans, no dreams, no hopes. As I said, I'm detached. मैं सोनू निगम से detached हो चुका हूँ, तो मुझे कोई कुछ नहीं है। मुझे I'm in a very happy state of mind, very very peaceful.
You have film projects which are coming up?
हाँ, जो मैंने कहा आपको परसों गाना मैंने कहा, वैसे और भी होते रहते हैं, but that's not life ना। मैंने कहा legacy overrated चीज़ है, but I am
legacy. You're too young to leave a legacy right now. अभी तो present है. We have to see the best.
नहीं, I know. I've been working for the last 29 years, मतलब मुंबई में, and I've been singing on stage for the last 43 years. So been a long inning. अच्छी रही है.
Well, Sonu Nigam, I think it needs at least 3 episodes to chat with you, to listen to you, and hear you sing. You've been an all-time favorite. Thank you so very much for joining me on Frankly Speaking. And एक चीज़ की दाद दूंगी. I will compliment you because you speak from the heart. You don't hold yourself back, and that is a welcome change from people that we've been used to meeting from this industry where everybody watches what they're saying. So thank you very much for joining me, and I hope we'll meet again, we'll speak again. दिल से audiences को आपके साथ जोड़ने में और सूत्रधार बनने में जो satisfaction मुझे मिली है, शायद audiences को भी मिलेगी, और शायद I hope you have also enjoyed.
Absolutely, really enjoyed. Thank you so much. I hope I see you soon.